Hello, all my beautiful Sagittariuses. I hope you're having a wonderful fall. Happy Halloween. Today we're going to have a lot of fun. I decided to mix it up a little bit with the content. We are going to do a love reading. This is a general reading, and I am an intuitive reader. So I get channeled messages through my crown chakra from Divine. I also wanted to let you know that I do channel messages from my angels and my guides as well. Before we get started and I jump into the reading today, I want to let you know that when you click on the channels, when you're meant to be here. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you happen to stop by and visit is when you're meant to be. All right? And take the messages that resonate with your heart and your soul. I also wanted to let you know at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing a full moon, blue moon ritual. It's going to be the second full moon of this month. It's very, very, very exciting. And it's all about embracing the impossible and bringing it into the 3D realm of manifestation. So you need to believe in you, boo. Believe in the impossible and you can get her done. Beautiful theme for the month. All right. I also want to let you know that I've got my love incense burning in the background to truly help us get into that collective mindset of unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, kindness, open-heartedness, being vulnerable. When you're vulnerable and you love on you, it's amazing what self-love does for the collective. When we start loving on us, unconditional love comes showering in. We get blessings from above. I also wanted to let you know that I am using the Wheel of the Year. I thought it would be cool for this time. It's got that fall motif going on as well. So you see how it's depicting the 4 cycles here with the seasons. So you see the fall, you see the winter on top, you see the spring and the summer down at the bottom. So that's pretty wild as well. All right, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. If you're new to the channel, Star Essence Awaken, welcome. Come back and see us for more wonderful content. I would really appreciate it if you guys could comment down below and let me know what type of content you'd like to see moving forward with the channel. Because I'm new here and I'd like to create content that is actually going to resonate with your heart and soul and help you expand when you raise your consciousness and step into that magnificence that we all have lying dormant within until we crack that star seed open. So with that, and without further ado, we're going to get into the messages right now. I'm going to invite my angels and my guides and my ancestors and my galactic family in to the mix, as well as Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, my angels and guides, for being present with us today. Please help us with telling a beautiful story for my beautiful fiery Sagittariuses at this time in their lives. What are the messages that need to come through at this time? Please and thank you. I'm going to let all the messages fall, and then after they fall, we'll go ahead and we'll create a beautiful story for the month. All right. It'll take a couple minutes for them to warm up here. Let's see what is coming out. I might need to separate them out into a couple different piles, but we'll see. I'm gonna shuffle them briefly here. See, got the leaves flying all over the place, and I might need to separate them into 3 piles. That's what they want me to do. Okay. I do have one card that came out to start the reading for the month, and it's the 5 of Chalices, which is the 5 of Cups. And look at that expression on her face. I don't know if she's surprised or she's, in a state of stress. It looks like it's kind of distressful. Like she's in shock. Like, OMG, what happened? What just transpired? So that's the overall energy for the month. So there may be something that is going on in your periphery or in your life right now that is a little surprising and shocking and disappointing. And you know, the chalices are the cups in the traditional tarot. So that might also indicate, you know, emotional roller coasters going on. Hopefully we're going to get through this, and by the end of the month it's going to smooth over and additional higher vibrational energies are going to come into the mix. Let's see what's going on, because the cards right now, it's almost like I'm feeling like there's a lot of tension, a lot of stress, something you're working through energetically from an emotional standpoint. Maybe there's some emotional imbalances going on, some injustices that occurred in your life, and you're attempting to right the wrongs, but you may have some disappointments and some regrets that you're dealing with right now. Just remember that lower vibrations don't serve your highest good. They never have, and they never will. So you just want to be cognizant and aware of how you're feeling and address those issues, you know, and meet them where they're at, but you got to feel them through to the end. So if you're feeling stressed out or sorrowful or upset, resentful, angry, you know, ask yourself, where is it coming from, and address it at its root. Accept it for where it's at, feel it through. Sometimes you got to go through hell to get to the other side and feel better. So feel the feelings that are coming up, process the feelings, forgive yourself or others if you need to do that, and accept where you're at, and lovingly, you know, move it into a higher vibration. I know it sounds like it's easier said than done, but there's a lot of truth behind that. Okay, there's a lot of cards that came out. So let me organize all the cards, and then we're going to begin. And that's just kind of like the overall where you're at right now, okay, for the month. I'm going to line them up a little bit here. The next card out is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. There's some trickery going on. See the little devilish expression on the older lady's face in the front? There might be someone around you who's pulling a fast one or thinking they're getting away with something. But you're cognizant. You're aware of what's going on. And if you're not, you're going to be after this reading. So just pay attention to people's motives. Many times people will appear one way, but they're sneaky and conniving. And behind your back, you know, they're doing things that are sabotaging you, or your relationship with your lover or your significant other. And it might be a situation where there's another female or another male that wants to come into the mix, and they're envious and jealous of the relationship you have with your current partner. And they want them back because Mercury is retrograde now. So when that happens, it seems like a lot of the exes from the past come back into the mix. So just be cognizant, be aware of your surroundings and what's going on, and be proactive. If something doesn't smell right and something doesn't feel right, trust your inner guidance system, your intuition, and ask the questions that need to be asked. Don't let anyone pull a fast one over you. That's what this, you know, energy reminds me of. Sneaky behaviors. You know, cut them off. Cut them off if you have to. All right, what's the next card that's out? Ace of Wands. All right, so the Ace of Wands is dealing with fiery inspiration. And this is a new job offer, a new opportunity, a new project. Something is cutting edge, and it's divinely guided. See how the sun is sparkling down and really illuminating this wand? This is an awesome opportunity for growth, expansion, following your dreams, your passions. It's all connected. It's all one. So this is a beautiful opportunity to turn all those lower vibrations around and actually expand and grow and move into higher vibrations. So that's beautiful. That's a beautiful energy to come in. The next card out is the Two of Pentacles. Well, when I think of Pentacles, I think of coin. I think about the financial and career sector. So this is a budding opportunity in your financial career sector where it's going to be an equal exchange, an equal give and take. See how they're on the seesaw, but they're both holding their coins? And they're both happy. They're elated. They're working together. It's teamwork, collaboration, planning, organization, leveling up. You guys are better together. So maybe you're beginning to think about starting a business with your partner, your romantic partner, your bestie, your lover, your committed significant other. Well, it looks like it's going to start out on the right foot, because divine is in the mix. So it's a beautiful budding opportunity for financial success in the future, just depending on how you nurture it. The next card out, and it doesn't surprise me, is the Tower. And the Tower is divinely guided. So this is like abrupt change that's coming into your life. But typically when abrupt change comes into your life and it's divinely guided, like that lightning streak and strike you see here in the picture, it's because there's a better way, better direction. You're not seeing the entire picture. You're confused. You're not seeing everything for what it is. But divine comes in and wipes the slate clean so you can start down a new path of financial abundance. Well, this is a powerful energy. And maybe that's part of the reason why the sneakiness is going on and the conniving behaviors and the lower energies are around you at this time. The universe sees everything that goes on in darkness and in light. And the universe is like, you've paid your debt. Your karma is balanced. I'm going to come in and I'm going to clean up house so we can set you back on course with a higher perspective. And, pursuing something that is actually going to put you in alignment with your divine calling. Because that new budding opportunity that you see here with the Ace of Wands is indicative of following your passions and your dreams. What really excites you. Excites that fire in your belly with inspiration and creativity. Let's see what else is coming forward. Now we have the Seven of Cups. Well, with the Seven of Cups, see all the cups, they're on the kite. And it's all about, in this card, it's about transformation and enlightenment. And truly digging deeper to find out what you value, what option you want to take. You want to make sure it's in alignment with divine, because this is also a card where divine's stepping in and helping you decide to make sure that you pick the right option for your successes. And once you do pick the right options, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to be emotionally balanced, and you and your mate are going to be feeling more in alignment as well. This is a beautiful card. See the butterfly? The butterfly, again, is indicating that there's some major change and transformation that's going on, but it's for the betterment of all. So it's actually going to propel you forward in the right direction, making the right decision. All right, so I'm going to put that down. Let's see what else is going on here. Now you have the Six of Swords. Yeah, so the Six of Swords is dealing with mental energies, and your past. It could have been brutal. And it's speaking to me that it has a lot to do with the stresses from your career, from your job, from your performance, from colleagues that didn't have your best interests at heart. And you're going to be moving away from that stressful situation so that you can truly focus on homeostasis and bringing all cooperative components back into order and organization again. You're going to be transitioning to smoother waters. Now, this can also be indicative of transitioning to smoother waters in your relationship. If you've been arguing quite a bit, or you guys have been truly tit for tat pettiness going on back and forth with squabbles on a continual basis, and there's been a lot of third party interactions going on, and all that lower vibration that just pulls you back out of harmony, and you feel like you're on your own, or you feel like you're scratching, trying to get out of like a cave. you know, and your fingernails are all, tore up because you're trying to get yourself free. You're trying to break free from a terrible situation where it was nothing but mental anguish and abuse, mental abuse. Well, you're moving away from that. So you're moving away to smoother waters. You've had enough. And you're realizing that you value yourself. You love your inner child. And you're ready to set course and go down a new direction. There might be travel involved. You might be traveling to a new city, a new town, just to have a fresh break from it all. To recollect your thoughts, or maybe you will be transitioning as far as moving and relocating somewhere else, away from all the drama, away from all the abuse, away from all the anguish and all the lower vibrations that were holding you hostage or keeping you very discontented. Let's see how this story pans out. Let's continue with this. The next card is the Empress. That's a beautiful energy. That's a beautiful energy to possess. Empress energy is all about being open and receptive. Knowing your value and your worth, like I had indicated earlier, that you're realizing that, you know what, you don't need to put up with this anymore. You love yourself too much. So another thing I wanted to let you know about the Empress is she manifests just by sitting and relaxing and being in receptive mode. She doesn't have to do too much. She's very connected to Mother Earth and the physical plane. All the animals, they love her. She's very connected to the earth plane, and manifestation is very breezy and easy and comes to her. And so you decided you're going to manifest a brand new life for yourself. And it's going to be a life of love and acceptance and appreciation and respect. But you want it to be mutual. You're tired of being taken advantage of. You're like, the takers, I'm sorry, I got to cut them all out of my life. And I got to move in a different direction. So you're definitely leveling up when the Empress comes to visit. And she's also very intuitive too. She's got an inner knowing. This also is a card of you may be pregnant. And maybe that's what the squabbles were about, is that, you want to have the baby and your partner doesn't want it, or vice versa. Maybe there's a little confusion, or there's a little discontent over that situation. But in any event, or maybe you're happy about the baby, and maybe this baby is going to bring joy into your life that, you've been waiting for a very long time. But in any event, the Empress is a real positive, high vibrational energy that is going to be coming into your periphery in your life soon. Next card out, the Ten of Pentacles. So once you moved away to smoother waters and transition from all the emotional roller coasters that were going on, and you claim that Empress energy of birthing a new project, a new idea, expansion, manifestation, your heart's desires, abundance, then the next card out is a happy home card. So maybe you needed to get away from all those people, places, and situations that were causing all that anguish so that you could achieve this. And that's why that Tower moment had to come in, where there was abrupt change, so that you could realign with your higher self, because this is a really, really positive and fortuitous card. Everything is in balance with this card. Your emotional, physical, psychological, spiritual, all aspects of you are in balance with this card. And especially when you're in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship right now, well, then there's going to be in a relationship that's coming in, because you're in manifestation mode with the Empress energy. Wow, this is a beautiful energy right here to have around you. Next card out is Ace of Cups. So yes, there's a gift of love that's coming in, like I had just indicated. So if you're not in a relationship and you're single, then just continue to keep the faith and just know that this is divinely guided. See the sparkles and the twinkles in the sky? That's letting you know that this is destined. This is predestined by divine. Divine sees everything that goes on in our lives. So we can't hide anything. And divine knows when we put in the hard work and our karmic debt is paid. So you're getting rewarded now because you definitely have transitioned to a smoother time in your life. And everything is cyclical, so don't forget about that. This is a beautiful energy to embrace. This is also a gift of unconditional love and compassion and understanding and true support on every realm. This is so beautiful. Let's see what else is coming out for you. The Eight of Wands. It looks like he's getting some type of message in this card as well with the Eight of Wands. But there's some type of message that is being delivered by the hawk in this card. And it's quick news. And it could be a new opportunity. A new opportunity in love. It might be communication with this new person that's coming into your life. Or it also could represent sudden change, quick news and sudden change and travel plans. Maybe you're going on a vacation, or you're going to be traveling somewhere to meet someone new. I'm not quite sure, but it is about communication, and quick communication at that. And it could be via text, email, telephone, in person. It could even be a chance encounter where you get some type of communication or epiphany. This is a beautiful energy, though. Wow. Let's see what else is coming through. The King of Pentacles. So yeah, here's the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, he wants for nothing. He has everything in his kingdom. He is highly respected. He's a father figure, mentor to others. He's extremely business savvy. This is, also indicative, the coins indicate the earth signs. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And he's got it all together. He's really happy. And he's content, but he's put in the hard work. So there may be a mentor coming into your life who's going to provide you with some business savvy and some tools and skill sets to really help develop and cultivate your entrepreneurship. Maybe you've got a mentor now, you're a student, and the mentor is teaching you some new skill sets. And if it's not in regards to a new employment opportunity, then you're working on your legacy. You're working on your long-term, money and livelihood, so that it can be there for generations to come. Oh, your legacy. Yeah, you're working on your legacy for generations to come. And you're very industrious when it comes to finances and investments. You might even have a position where you're in investing or banking. You're really articulate and very high functioning when it comes to understanding all the details of investing. Like, I don't know the first thing about investing. I really need to learn more about investing and stocks and trading and all that. I think it's fascinating. But, some people are just experts in that field. And you might have a financial background, or you may be a banker or an accountant or a CPA. But this is a beautiful energy to have and possess. And he's stable and dedicated and loyal. His family is very important to him. All right, let's see what else is going on with your reading. Just the contrary of this card that came out. The Four of Pentacles, he's a miser. He's a hoarder. He wants to hold on tightly to his money. He's got that lack mentality. He's afraid to let go. So I don't know. Maybe there's an aspect of you or your partner that you guys are afraid, to spend money or reciprocate it. It's a give and take. If you want more abundance to come into your life, then you need to eliminate the lack mentality altogether, and you need to start understanding the spiritual laws of the land and how they govern us. You know, if reaping and sowing is very important. If you want more abundance to come in, you got to start giving more from your heart. Or maybe this is just a closed off heart. You don't want to show your emotional side of you, your vulnerability. But your vulnerability, showing your true self and really tapping into that inner heart chakra and those emotions, is such a beautiful way to develop your soul growth and expansion. And it also helps in your union and your relationship with your other. If you're guarding and hoarding, your emotions, or stuffing them and not sharing of yourself, all it does is sabotage your relationship when you're in a relationship with a soulmate or a significant other or a twin flame. It doesn't help to restore harmony and balance in the relationship. And it begins to chip away at the intimacy as well. When you're in a relationship, you want to be able to speak from your heart and your soul, and vice versa. You want to be able to just open up and relax. You don't want to have to worry about what you're saying that's going to offend your significant other. You don't want it to get to the point where that person is so sensitive and closed off that every little thing you say affects them at a deep level and it causes more of a rift. You don't want that. You truly want to engage in open and honest communication with integrity, and knowing that I'm sharing this information from a place of unconditional love. There's no judgment here. Those are the higher minded vibrations that we need to embrace. That's what I'm picking up. Spirit's telling me that this is more about someone who just doesn't want to fully engage at a deep level with their mate. They're very closed off. Their emotions are at bay. They don't even know themselves that well. So how are they going to be able to share their emotions with another when they don't even understand themselves? Well, it all starts with baby steps. So take the first steps to get to know you and start loving on that inner child so that you can grow and expand and provide that beautiful unconditional love to your mate and that support that they need. We all need to feel emotionally validated. That's a basic need of every human being on earth. So this is something to seriously think about in your relationship. All right, let me move on. The next message I'm getting is the Two of Swords. So there's a major decision that needs to be made in regards to your relationship. You need to sit down and you guys need to have like a come to Jesus talk. You guys really need to sit down, and if you're not comfortable sitting down and talking about your feelings and your emotions, you got to ask yourself why you're in a relationship then. Go ahead and sit down and jot everything down in your journal. Bring up your points or email your partner if you need to. And then little by little, build up the courage. Ask your angels and your guides to truly help you build the self-esteem and build up the self-respect so that you can have the deep, intimate conversations that are required in order to grow as a couple. Because if you're not growing and expanding, you're going to be growing apart. There's only two choices. Choose love. Don't choose fear. Iron it out. There's a big decision that needs to be made here. And ask for guidance from above if you're being confused. Or ask someone who's close in your periphery to give you some advice. But you know what? All the advice and wisdom comes from within. We all know what we need to be doing. We got to trust our inner guidance system and that intuition and those nudges that come from God. Ask your angels to give you some clarity with direction. Because you truly, if you're vested in this relationship, you want to go in 100%. You don't want it to be half-assed. Okay? Let's see what else they have to say. Next card out is Princess of Swords. So Princess of Swords, in this energy here, you always speak the truth, but you're not vested in your emotions. So you're very objective, but your emotions are at bay. And this can help the relationship, but it can also hinder the relationship. She's very analytical, and remember, this can be applied to the male or the female. It doesn't matter that it's a female here. Either or. All right? You can plug and play with this energy. It's all energies. Very analytical, extremely blunt, to the point of sometimes offending others. But the Princess of Swords isn't concerned about hurting people. She's more concerned about stating the facts and maintaining objectivity in every situation. She does not let her heart rule her life at all. Everything is very problematic, analytical. The facts speak volumes with no regard to emotions at all. And what I'm saying is that's fine and dandy in a business arena, but sometimes in a love relationship with a significant other, we need to have balance, and we need to know when to choose our mind, and we need to know when to choose our heart, and we need to know when to combine the two together so that we show empathy and compassion and understanding when we're communicating with others. So it's not harsh and cold and distant. Because that type of reaction when you're sitting and communicating with someone can really cause the other to feel unloved, misunderstood, not accepted. We all want to feel accepted and loved and validated and heard. Those are basic needs. So really think about that the next time you guys get together and communicate. All right, the next message for you is the Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. And in this picture, she's patient. And she's waiting for the fruits of her labor to come full circle. So she's birthing a new opportunity. She's birthing a new idea, a new project, a baby. And see how she's looking at the fruit and she's admiring it? Because she's put in the hard work. And she put in, the time and attention. She gave it the time and attention it deserved and it required in order to grow and prosper. That's what you need to do with this relationship. If you want this soulmate relationship, twin flame relationship to truly work out, if you're already in one, or if you're thinking about getting involved with someone at a deeper level, then you got to truly put the time and energy and investment into it. It's like anything else. You get out of it what you put into it. You got to make it a priority in your life. She's making it a priority, and she looks so overjoyed because the fruits of her labor, she's seeing them now. The results are beginning to come in. And she's birthing a baby as well. So this is a beautiful energy. This is beautiful right here. Let's see what else is coming out. Okay, this is the Ten of Wands. So all the hard work and the commitment and the perseverance and staying the course has paid off, because this is the end of all the heartaches and all the anguish and not good enoughs and shoulda, woulda, couldas and all that lower vibration is going away now. You have completed the tasks that were asked of you and then some. You truly overcommitted and persevered all the way to the end. Talk about loyalty. This is incredible. And then your final card to end your reading is the World card. So it's a major accomplishment. So yes, all the bumps in the road and all the psychological, he said, she said, and all the lower vibrations that really kept you down and out, you transformed it all. You transformed it all. You really worked on yourself and your relationship. And together as a team, you guys were able to work it through with your communication and your dedication and your empathy and your compassion. So just remember all the messages that have been said during this reading, because there's a lot going on with you guys, Sagittarius. Again, remember, it's not always going to be an easy road, nor do you always want to choose the easy way. Because when you choose the easy way out, are you really learning the karmic lessons that need to be learned? Are you running from them? Are you escaping them? You got to start asking yourself the bigger questions for why you got yourself in the situation to begin with. Once you start putting it out to the universe, God's going to respond immediately. And if God doesn't respond through messages and downloads, you're going to get the messages from other individuals. There's going to be signs and symbolism, and there's going to be so many synchronistic things that happen where you're going to have an epiphany and an aha moment and realize, wow, I had to go through X, Y, and Z to get to where I am today. Absolutely. There's karmic lessons. And if we don't learn the lessons, guess what? You're going to have to repeat them. It's like anything else. Sure, you move on from a relationship and you get involved in another relationship, but you're going to be dealing with the same types of scenarios and lower vibrations if you don't confront and address and love back into balance all the shadowy aspects of yourself. Many times it starts with forgiving ourselves, and then we can forgive others. But this is such a beautiful energy because you have went full circle and you're getting accolades. The world is recognizing you. The universe is on your side. Everything is working in homeostasis. You're doing the sacred dance together now. This is ultimate happiness. This is achievement. This is major accolades. This can also indicate global recognition and travel. So whatever you're doing, it's not all in vain. The outcome is so beautiful. It's so magnificent because you put your hard work, you put your heart and soul into it. All right, that's all I'm saying about that. That was a very long reading for you, Sagittarius. But in addition to that, I wanted to give you a couple Moonology cards, okay, for the month, since this is the Halloween month and a blue moon month. So let's see what Spirit has to say as far as you coming full circle. What are the lessons? What are the messages? What are the nudges that need to come forward so that you know what direction you're moving in and what needs to be worked on or what you need to embrace moving forward? This is so beautiful. Okay, let's see what messages came out. Confidence is your key to success. Wow, you got that lion. Confidence. Believe in you, boo. You gotta believe in you. It's a game changer on every level. Game changer. Wow, that's a beautiful energy. What's the other one that came out? Hold your vision. Hold your vision. Hold that vision. Don't forget that vision for your future. It's gonna come about. You gotta believe in you, boo. Keep that confidence, the confidence of a lion, and just know everything is working out in divine order, in divine timing for you. Wow. Two beautiful messages at the end to sum it up. All right, I hope you enjoyed this love reading. Again, this was a general reading. If you want me to dig deeper into your personal affairs, just hit me up at staressenceawaken@gmail.com. I would love to follow up with you and have a reading so we can explore a little deeper, all right, together. Now, another thing I wanted to say is I'm having that full moon ritual at the end of the month. So if you haven't already hit the bell notification, please do so. And also share the channel so it can grow. And also like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all your continual support every month. Love and light. Namaste. Happy Halloween.